pick the layer below it, go to
Okay, there we go. So I have my microphone enabled.
pick the layer below it, go to
I need to add a display capture. No, not display. Video capture device. There we go. Okay. Might as well just get this over with. I suppose I could share this anyway. I know how to. I've been actually streaming for a while now. The school.
Do I know you from somewhere?
Okay, I need to actually have more like full quality.
Do I know you from somewhere?
For a project like this, really, this is actually considered good enough. Except for maybe this little piece right here. There we go. So what I'm probably gonna do is, based on this video, is try to keep the mask in its place. Because once I start like towards here, the mask follows along with it. Okay, let's see if anyone's streaming at the moment. Yeah, I just need to check if, oh wait. Okay, let me check to see if the stream's actually working right now. Okay, there we go. Streaming is good. Okay, so I was worried about that. I wonder if there's anyone watching right now. Or just one person, okay. So let me go ahead and
track mat, make sure that the track mat is opened by clicking this little guy down here.
I'm gonna need to watch this in full screen.
Here.
And I'm gonna need it in 1080p.
Below it, go to track mat. Make sure that the track mat is opened by clicking this little guy down here. And then under track mat, where it says none, just do alpha mat. And once you do alpha mat, now you will see that the video is constrained within the mask. So it works beautifully. And then, going one further, of course, you scale it up and size it right.
Okay. So I need to make sure this is enabled. And then what was the other option? I know, I am StreamKeeper, although you recommend it.
Just take the layer below it, go to track mat, make sure that the track mat is opened by clicking this little guy down here.
Okay, so I need to enable the track mat.
Do I know?
Something just doesn't seem correct.
Do I know you from somewhere?
Okay, that option does not work for my situation. Okay, I guess. Okay, I don't need to see anything. Okay, so let's see, what am I doing wrong?
Do I know you from somewhere?
Okay, so I think what I'm probably going to do is blend. No, that's not what I need. I think I need the toner, but in this case, I don't think I really need that. Okay, so what am I gonna do next? We have that at I'm probably gonna need it.
One aspect of visual effects involves creating masks to isolate areas of our footage. Of course, since what we want to cut out will often move over time in our shot, animating masks manually isn't always the first approach we want to tackle on our list. But sometimes manually animating masks is unavoidable. This work of rotoscoping is really the unsung hero of visual effects, a tedious task whose results are supposed to go unseen. In this movie, we'll examine the pen tool and how we can use it to create animated masks and create transparency. In my shot, I've got a long jumper whose foot contact there is going to be accentuated with a bit of ground shatter. So as I introduce that top layer here, you'll see that ground shatter happens on top of the foot. Let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit here. I'm going to shorten the duration of our work area. So right here, we can click and drag or hit B on the keyboard to begin that work area and N to create the out point. Now when we create a preview, it'll only show us that duration. So in order to sell this effect, we need to introduce that foot layer on top. And so let's go ahead and do that by selecting this background layer, going up to edit and duplicating that. I'm going to reorder that so it sits on top. We'll also rename this foot roto. Let's go ahead and trim the endpoint of this first layer by hitting Option left bracket to match in with that ground shatter. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit further and look for a point in the footage where the foot comes to kind of a nice resting place, somewhere right there. And it's here that I'm going to switch over to my pen tool and start clicking onto this roto layer. Make sure that's selected. And once you start clicking and dragging, you'll create a brand new mask. So as I click and drag, you'll see that I'm making these little Bezier handles that will smooth out the corners. Otherwise, you'll get a sharp, sharp corner, and I don't want that here. We definitely want this to be smoothed out a little bit and rounded. And when we come back to that first point again and click on it, you'll see that we have a bit of our ground shatter showing, and layer 1 now has a brand new mask. Now, it's very important to create a keyframe for this mask path, because otherwise, as you start to work and tweak and move these points around, you won't be creating animation. Save yourself some time and definitely keyframe that first mask path. So now as we scrub through, let's go ahead and look for these major changes right here as the foot starts to roll up somewhere in there. Let's go ahead and switch over to our selection tool And with our foot roto selected, go ahead and click on any one of those points. And now you can individually move these points and their handles.
Okay, that's what I was missing the whole time. So right here. Probably duplicate the keyframe right here.
Do I know you from somewhere? Stop.
Okay, it's a bit too obvious right here.
Do I know you from somewhere? Stop stalking me.
Okay. Now that I think about it, I'm probably going to need to expand.
Do I know you from somewhere? Stop stalking me.
Okay.
Do I know you from somewhere? Stop stalking me. Do I know you from somewhere? Stop stalking me. Stop stalking me.
Okay, so I have that completed.
Do I know you from somewhere? Stop stalking me. Do I know you from
Okay, I'll probably play back.
Do I know you from some Do I know you from somewhere? Stop stalking me.
Okay, that absolutely looks ridiculous, but there's a way to fix this. So what I'm probably going to do over here is this. I'm going to convert these to curves. Then what I'm probably going to do is I think it's this. No, don't think that's correct. No, I'm probably going to look. Yeah, I'm probably going to do what's called a cracked tile. And I'm probably going to need to, from here, I want absolutely 0. There we go.
Do I know you from somewhere? Stop stalking me. Do I know you from somewhere?
Okay, so I have that down. just need phone talk number 2. So to fix this, I need to put it down to 50% and in minus 90. From there, I'm gonna mask, and then I'm gonna use the Boris I can try this instead. I don't like this. There we go. Fixed. Let me hit save and go into the FX menu. I think I'm gonna move this one here.
Do I know? Do I know?
Do I know you from somewhere? Hello?
I think I'll stretch this out a bit.
Do I know you from somewhere? Hello?
Then I'll put this at the beginning. Then I would move these back.
Hello? My name is David, and I really want to meet you. Really want to meet
Do I know you from
Hello, my name is David, and I really want to meet you. It's
I
like
know you from
we
somewhere?
look the same. Hello, my name is David, and I really want to meet you. It's like we look the same. Do I know you from somewhere? We even have the same
Stop
voice.
stalking me.
Hello, my name is David, and I really want to meet you. It's like Hello, my name is David, and I really want to meet you. It's like we look the same. Do I know you from somewhere? We even have the same
Stop
voice.
stalking me. Stop
Voice.
stalking me.
Hello, my name is David, and I really want to meet you.
It's like
Say, do I know you from
somewhere. We even have the same.
Hello, my name is David, and I.
Oh, okay. I think this would look good. Yeah, I was in the wrong one, so this looks colorful. Probably drop the saturation though down to
Hello, my name is David, and I really want to meet. Hello, my name is David, and I really want to meet you. It's like we look the same. Do I know you from somewhere? We even have the same. Stop stalking me.
I know this is probably gonna look ridiculous, but why not a pink phone? Yeah, pink one.
Hello, my name is David, and I really.
Why don't I grab a new layer, a light layer, and I want it to shine. You can't do this 3D. That's weird. So, might as well just delete that and.
Hello, my name is David, and I really want to meet you. It's like we look the same. Do I know you from somewhere? We even have the same
Stop
voice.
stalking me.
I would probably stop it from here. Control Shift I, no. No, that's import. Here we go.
Hello, my name is David, and I really want to meet you. It's like we look the same. Do I know you from somewhere? We even have the same
Stop
voice.
stalking me.
That looks so pathetic. Okay, so let's see. Might as well just stream. So everything looks pretty good so far. So to tell you the truth, there's really not much to be done. Of course, I want my.
Hello, my name is David, and I really want to meet you. It's like we look the same. Do I know you from somewhere? We even have the same
Stop
voice.
stalking me.
Okay, that looks absolutely gorgeous. Of course, you can tell that it's one easy fix for me is to create it into a 3D workspace so that way it looks like my feet are actually on the floor. But for this project, I don't think it would be worth it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab some pink iPhone. That looks good. And you gotta make sure it's JPG, not PNG. You gotta make sure it's PNG. So I bring it into After Effects. It looks like this. Here you go. So there's an easy way around this. It's going to take more masking. So I would probably keep this here. There we go. So this can be compiled on top. Let me double check to make sure this is here isn't out of place.
Hello, my name is David, and I really want to meet you. It's like we look the same. Do I know you from somewhere? We even have the same
Stop
voice.
stalking me.
Okay, so that looks really cool. Okay, so what I'm probably going to do from this point. Rotate it incorrectly. Probably going to do it like this. Yeah, the way the phone holds. Yeah, this is not going to look correct, but. So now I need to apply a mask. And we need to do a subtract. Set it to 100%. But
Hello, my name.
we need to okay, let me check this real quick to see. I don't know. So what I need to do is okay, some here I'm probably gonna need the I don't know what a motion sketch is. I'm gonna need the tracker. Start from the very beginning. Select track motion. And the motion I need is the hand. Like this. hit the plus button. Let me take a look at this real quick. Yeah, there's clearly not enough RAM in this computer. This is gonna take a bit of time. Maybe I should just play a video.
But rather than doing individual points, let's go ahead and click and drag and select a bunch of these guys. And we'll hit Command T, and you'll get the transformation box. Let's move this anchor point down here to where the ball of the foot is. And on the corner here, you'll notice that our cursor changes to these arrows, indicating that you can rotate them. So let's go ahead and rotate that all together. Double click, and you'll come out of that transformation, and you can freely move up these individual points again. So by default, our mask tool gets added in as add mode. We can select subtract to do the opposite. So it's just important to know that as you start to put in multiple masks, you can add or subtract or intersect based on these different modes here. So let's go ahead and disable this visibility of the mask, and you'll see that we have a bit of harsh edging around here, which doesn't really sit in well with the rest of the shot. Let's go ahead and move to our mask feather tool and introduce a couple of pixels of feathering to kind of help it sit in the shot a little bit better. We need to fine tune that a little bit. We'll turn this visibility back on again. Click and drag these guys. We'll Command T, move these out just a little bit. And you can start to see how this task of rotoscoping gets to be pretty tedious. And this is a task I like to tackle with a pair of headphones and a nice playlist, just so that you can zone out and kind of just basically trace over this stuff. Okay, and as we come out, let's go ahead and focus in there where the foot goes completely out of the ground shatter layer, where it's completely cleared. Somewhere in there. Looks like it's moving much, much faster than we have it animated. So fine-tuning and scrubbing through and looking for where these major changes happen. And let's go ahead and turn this off and preview that. Okay, so in context, let's watch it all together. And of course, we can fine-tune this all day long, but you get the point. So as you can see, creating transparency manually by way of the pen tool isn't the most glamorous work, but it's vital for visual effects. Oftentimes, if no other methods will work, hand rotoscoping can always come through.
What's up guys, Josh here, aka Olufemi, and I've been editing for about 10 to 11 years. I've come across a lot of techniques that I've continued to implement to just manage my workflow better, and a really cool technique that I'm going to share with you today is called segmented masking. I think we all agree that masking can suck. I've done a lot of masking in my past. A few years ago I was an intern at this awesome company called Riveting Entertainment. I was able to work on a bunch of Chris Brown music videos. In this video I had to mask out a girl and double her up. Check out this other video that I did recently where I had to mask out this girl and put her on another background. Now let's go into After Effects and I'm going to truly show you this technique called segmented masking and just how much of an efficient tool it will be in your workflow. Hey, what's up guys? We are now in After Effects. I have this footage of my bro Kel that we shot just a few months ago.
When you see this cut, you're going to want to pay me diggity, go!
And I'm going to show you guys how I mask. Now, I'm going to click on this footage. I'm going to assume that you've already masked before, and that if you saw something like this, you know, a confusing piece of footage, confusing in that there's a lot of movement going on. So say I wanted to mask him out, rotoscope him out, you know, usually you would probably do this. And it would suck, because look at all this movement that's happening. Okay, I didn't finish the mask. Let's finish the mask. You know, there's all this movement. I'm gonna have to literally like mask like every single frame because we have, you know, all this stuff. I'm gonna have to like change it up because you have the hand moving, the arm moving. Let's go back to the selection tool, and it's just gonna be crazy. You guys have all done this before. I'm not gonna show you guys how annoying this is because you guys know at this point. So what is a quicker way to mask? Check this out. Do these two things. I'm going to undo this mask. I'm going to delete this mask. And I'm going to show you this. The first thing that you're doing wrong is you're actually masking on the clip. This can suck because when you actually complete your mask, everything outside of your mask becomes black. So it's hard for you to distinguish where the edge actually lies. Instead of putting your mask on the actual clip, put it on an adjustment layer above the clip. Okay, so you put the mask on the adjustment layer and you do this. Okay, see how I'm just masking out his arm? Just kind of doing it sloppily right now. Okay, so the mask is on the adjustment layer, not on the clip. This is what you do. You go to clip, you go to toggle and switches, make sure that you have track matte visible. You go to none, you go to into track matte, and you go to alpha matte, and then whatever this is called. So whatever the layer above it, the adjustment layer you just put on top of it is called. So it's called adjustment layer 2. And that allows this mask to be applied to the this clip below it. You are using the track matte feature to basically take on the mask in the adjustment layer above it. Very, very simple. Of course, you'd have to, let's undo this for now. You'd have to go and keyframe the mask path, which is what we're gonna do. I want you guys to notice something though. Notice that I didn't mask out the entire body at first. I actually just masked out his arm. This is the second thing that you probably do wrong when you're doing masks. Instead of masking out the entire body, the entire entity of the thing that you want to mask out, mask things out via ligaments instead, because each ligament is going to be moving by itself on its own axes. And it's going to end up being, you're going to end up having to use a lot less keyframes. Those are these things right here. If you actually mask out the ligaments separately as opposed to as a whole. Because if you mask out his whole body, his whole entity as a whole, you're gonna have to use so many keyframes, because you basically want to you add a keyframe whenever there is movement or whenever there's a change in your subject that you're masking out. To make sure that the mask aligns to the edges, as you know. If you mask out, say, just this arm, there's going to be large swaths of this timeline that you actually won't need a keyframe. Like from here to here, maybe you might need one or two in there, but you will largely not need to put his arm. Rough mask over all of his ligaments, and I masked him out. Notice I have all of these 6 masks on the adjustment layer. Let's close all the masks up. And let's then go again to the footage beneath and do alpha matte adjustment layer 2, and the mask,